Right, good morning, Year 12 students. Week 4 isolation, so here we go. Hopefully you all had a fantastic Mother's Day and did the right thing at home, looked after your mums. Saw a lot of the notices on MASCOM. Lovely to see the expressions of love and gratitude by all students and parents and staff. Terrific. Saw a couple from Year 12 students, there's probably more. Notice Rocky's up there and Maddie Ellen, so well done. Right, let's start off with a little bit of music.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord.
All right, You Can't Touch This by MC Hammer, Stop Corona Time. So that is what life will be like when we go back to Mazenod College, boys. So when you do touch something, make sure you sterilise, wash, clean, scrub, you name it. So it's going to be a very different world. I can't lie to you, this is tough, and it will continue to be tough for a little while. But congratulations so far on what you've all been able to accomplish. Most of you are working really well and staying focused and on task, and getting as much as you possibly can out of your education, which is going to be invaluable going forward, because no one knows what jobs are going to be available and how industries are going to restructure, and more people working from home and different industries being developed. So it's going to be an interesting time, probably less casual work for quite some time for young people, less overseas travel. But I think it's exciting. As human beings have a great ability to solve problems, and we've seen when we work together collaboratively how fantastic life can be and the goals that can be achieved. I certainly hope that will continue. We move away from the polarisation of views and this devil and angels view of the world, and we start working together. So stay positive, stay focused is the goal, and that leads into this tip number 2 from the counselling team about staying in control, which is the part that you can manage. This is what we can all do. Our thoughts control our actions. It's just a decision of the will is what our attitudes toward things are. Things outside of our control, so obviously everything that's surrounding the virus and what we're able to do and not able to do, there's no point getting stressed about it. Now, I can talk from personal experience about how important this is. I think many of you do know that I have had and still need to manage a cancer issue, and I have treatment every 3 weeks where I go for about an hour at the Epworth Hospital. This is after years and years and years of surgery and rehabilitation and anxiety and fears. So the advice that was always given to me was no one knows what's around the corner, and just stay in the moment. Just stay focused. And I can tell you from personal experience, it is a fantastic way to live. You appreciate everything way more than most people. You look for the good in most things, and you stay absolutely focused on any activity that you're doing at the time to enjoy it as much as you possibly can. So what's in your control is your state of mind and your attitude. What's outside of your control, well, there's nothing you can do. Right? So once you can start making that difference and distinction, you will live a lot better. Right? So the goal is to live a productive, joyful, positive life as long as you possibly can, right? And give back to people. That's what I've been saying all along, and some of the other tips I've been talking about, which are really valuable for stressful, anxious periods: diet, sleep, exercise, and being a person who thinks of others. It is incredible how effective it is. Right, so that tip, along with the other tips, I'll put on Newsfeed and also up on the Mazenod Year 12 homepage. So please take the time to have a read. Also leading into that, these are emotions. Now, I did a in-service a couple of years ago about the adolescent male brain, and it was quite fascinating to learn that most of you only look at 2 emotions, either happy or angry. But there are various nuances, and as you get older and older, you'll start to be able to spot those. But that's just a lead into another activity that I'd like you to do. So this is a new process that the school is going to go through from year 7 through to year 12. It's something which older students might initially sort of be a bit cynical and may even mock. Right? It's about keeping a journal. So I know adolescent males, it's not something that would come naturally to you, but it's very effective. Right? So you can see there, you just, for example, in this couple of pages I put up, there's lots more. Just identify your emotion for the day. Explain why you're feeling like that. Things you're appreciative for. What are the highlights of your day? What happened today that you look back and think, yeah, that was fantastic. I planted some broccoli yesterday. What are you grateful for? What are you grateful for today and why? I mean, you can sort of look at winter and you think, well, what a shocking time of the year. But yeah, I'm grateful for a lot of things in winter. Open fires. The fact that you can rug up. You've got porridge in the morning. There are things you can find, right, if you really look for them about any situation that are actually not as bad as you thought. Mindfulness, listen to songs. You've heard the songs I'm playing. Find some that you like listening to. What are the lyrics? What connects with you? Why do you like listening to them? Just go out and sit in the backyard or go for a wander. And who helps you? Identify those people that you can get support from and maybe let them know. So a lot of people are cynical and skeptical about things like this, but I can assure you that this is really effective information, and I've been involved in that type of thing my entire life in terms of personal development. The Hugh Van Cuylenburg, the Resilience Project, Dustin Martin was a huge fan. So he had a very difficult life, early upbringing, associated with probably a few idiots who tried to drag him down the wrong path. He got involved with this and he started keeping these journals. He's probably been doing it for the last 4 or 5 years and totally transformed his life. Transformed his football, but transformed his personal life and the type of person he was. He's happier, he's more content, he's more aware of who he is and his strengths and his weaknesses. Right? So it really is effective. So people mock things, but if you don't try it, you don't know whether it's going to work. Right? If it sustains you, builds you up, gives you a sense of purpose, makes you a more joyful, contented, happy person. It's a bit like your faith or religion. People mock religion these days. They don't know because they don't embrace it. Right? So try it. And if something works for you, well, then go with it. Right? So give it a try. Right? Don't just put it off and think, oh, yeah, that's my mates won't do it. You be the person. Right? You take charge and you start your journal. Couldn't recommend it strongly enough, particularly during these times. Here's something that I love to do. Right? When I'm stressed or anxious, particularly in the past, I just go for a walk. I go for a walk around the path, go for a walk through the gardens, through a park, whatever. It's incredible how it frees up the mind. You come back less stressed. You have a better focus. It seems to, in some way, put you in a zone where you start solving problems and think of solutions that you couldn't work out before you went for the walk. So try it. Just do something different. Right, so what I was suggesting to you there with those journals and also the other control information, self-control. So under the Resilience Project, you'll find the journals. I've also put a page up there for the COVID advice. So in there, you'll find the information from the counsellors. There was also the one about stress management up here. They're all fantastic, right? So if you can grab the time to listen to them, you will get enormous benefit out of it. Right, let's have a little listen to some music. So here is Matthew Ellen, who's, I think, was a Carlton footballer, but Matthew's like me, a passionate Essendon man. So here's Matty playing a little bit of the trombone. I'll put this entire clip up on the Year 12 homepage for you to have a listen to, but I'll just play a little bit now.
My name is Matthew Lewis from Year 12. I hope you are making the most of isolation. Today I'll be playing a piece by Jim Snedero called Father Song on the trombone. I hope you enjoy.
Okay, thank you, Matty. So the rest of that is up on the website. Now, I can't go longer there because I've got less than 15 minutes. Otherwise, I can't save it as a YouTube file. So, character strengths. Got donuts from you blokes, except for Rocky. I said at the start of the year, get out of your comfort zone, boys. Please. Do something different. Put up some clips of you putting a basketball in the back of the hoop from 50 metres, or kicking a football into the basketball net. I don't know, something. Anyway, I'm going to try something else this week. Bring a pet week. Right, there's my pets, my goldfish out in the front yard. Love them. Right, love watching them swim around. Very relaxing. So if you could I'll put a stream up. Put up a picture of yourself and your pet. And if you don't want yourself, just put a picture of your pet and say why you love your pet. Bring a little bit of life and joy to other people's lives. Right. There's a little clip just to amuse you. The world's shortest horror film. Here we go. Okay, hilarious. And for those of you who thought that was racist, it's not. Just to visualise any other ethnic group there, and it's just a little gag about the coronavirus. All right, let's finish off with a little bit of music and a reflection on the Aths Day. Wow, wasn't that fantastic? Look at all those faces in there. Look at Dylan Mastos. He's in awe. I don't know who that is going over the bar. Could be Luca. Can't quite tell. Anyway, let's go with a little bit of music just to finish off.
Might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. Go ahead and jump. Oh, hey you. Who said that? Baby, how you been? You say you don't know.
Okay, there we go, gents. That is week 4, and I don't know whether I said this at the start, but I did hear a whisper that school for Year 12s might be back in a couple of weeks. So that if that is the case, then we'll see your smiling faces very soon, and I won't have to do these videos anymore, and I won't have to try to manage my way through technology. So back in front of the class, back in front of you, should be something that we're all eagerly looking forward to, although it will be in very different environment. So good luck for the remaining 2 weeks. Stay focused, stay on task, get the work done in on time. Make sure that you are doing everything that your teachers ask of you. All right, doing a terrific job so far. All the best, and we'll talk soon.